Thanks for joining me for another shave. See by the thumbnail today, I'm doing a single edge shave. I've been neglecting my single edge razors lately and thought I'd get out one of my favorites, which is the Treet razor. And you can see it says Treet on it. Now you'd look at this and say, well, this looks like a 1912, and you'd be right. Most of it is like a 1912, the top cap, you know, the handle, except for, you know, it's solid at the bottom. This is from the right after World War II in the 40s, and but the guard's different. It's got a solid guard with cutouts that look like a Micromatic clog proof. Now to me, they shave compared to the Gem Junior Baton handle, they shave pretty similarly. Just with this one, it doesn't clog as easy because of them holes. So, all right, that's a razor. I'm using the Colgate cup soap. I'll get to the brush here in a minute because viewer Alex asked me about my shaving brush. Got the Colgate cup soap. I got the Gem Personna coated blade, Dickinson's Witch Hazel, and Aqua Velva Classic Ice Bloom. I'm doing mostly a US shave today, or in fact it is, other than the brush, the knot. Now with my brush, I posted a community tab. Alex was asking me, how did I do this? Real quick, I took the old knot out. I cut it with a gem blade, so it was flush. My knot, the glue, was totally deteriorated in it. So I just took a screwdriver and, you know, try not to mess up the sides. I took all the old knot out. Well, when the new knot came, the loft height, which is the top to the, you know, right here, it was a little high to my liking. So I ended up taking a Dremel and carefully trying to evenly, you know, the little round bit and trying to take it down enough. And hindsight, I would have done it different. Doing that, I would have used a drill press because I have one, an appropriate size bit. But yeah, I got it down to where I like it, and it looked even. So I epoxied in there with a quick 2-part epoxy, and that was that. I didn't try silicone or anything like that, but drop my washcloth. But no, I've got a couple more projects with this. Now, if you're gonna do this, I recommend you go watch Ken Surfs. I will. He's got a 2-part video. I'll link it down below. And there's another video from Matt Basarczyk where they offer this service. If you're not good with power tools, I don't recommend, especially with a vintage brush like this, if you're going to ruin it. So first off, let me get the razor loaded up. And for you new guys out there, you just pop the top. Most of these gem blades, they come in a cardboard wrapper. It's a pain getting them back in. You take it, you put it on the blade stops, and you shut the cap, and that's that. There it is, loaded. Alright, now this is a synthetic knot, obviously I stated, but you know, not everybody watches everything. I let this cure a couple days, and we'll see how it goes. If the knot comes out, well, it's going to be quite interesting. Let's get a lather going with this cup soap, and this stuff is old. It's got to be from the 50s, 60s. And I'm just lathering it in my, and I wash this knot with some Dawn. But as you can see, it's making a lather. That's why I like synthetics. You know, Boar and Badger and all that, they're nice. And I just like the ease of synthetics and the price on them. How you guys been? I have been good. Oh, making a mess. This knot, it lathers just fine. You know, it's synthetic brush. You don't even have to soak it. None of that. Some people don't like synthetics. I just hate soaking a brush for 20 minutes or, you know, and it's still soaking up water. Now this soap has no smell to it, other than the cardboard that it was been in for many, 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 many years. I got a bunch of pucks of this stuff. I've never tried vintage Williams, so I'll take what Fuzzy said, that you know, they're very comparable. No, any questions about that brush, put it down below. I don't know if I got everything. And do it at your own risk. I'd hate to see somebody ruin a vintage Eveready 200 like this. Alright, here we go. Now with this, flat against the face. You know, the top cap flat against the face. And you'll get a good shave. You start lifting up. This is one of them razors. If you gave me and said you could only choose one and you pick this one out for me, I could do with this one the rest of my life for face shaving. Gem 1912s and then this Treet, they shave awesome. Now the Treets kind of, you know, they don't come up as much on eBay or in the antique stores. I found both of mine in antique stores, to be honest with you. I was kind of surprised. I've got an extra one that has the wrong Gem Junior handle that's, you know, not solid on the bottom. I've been meaning to give that one away. It's, I've got so many darn razors now, guys. It's, yeah. Especially vintage ones. And I still got to review the new Aqua blades. I keep forgetting. I put a little water to this. Do a 3-pass shave today. I got 3 days of growth. No lathers, it's slick. No mold on it when I got it. I had one, I think I had one puck that, I just threw it out. And I didn't pay much for them. I paid $5 a puck for them, so. Watch your pressure with these gems, because you start adding too much pressure, yeah, you'll find out quick. Like I did when I first started out with them. Go watch some of my first shaves with these. It wasn't too good. They do have a technique just like any other razor, and that's the big thing that people get turned off with these is they have a technique, but once you learn it, you can get good shave. Sorry about that, guys. My camera stand went poop right into the sink. Good thing I didn't have any water in there. As I was saying, these razors, they got a technique. Once you learn them, they're all very similar. Let me re-lather up because I had to. It's a setup with a suction cup. I think it's meant for a car, but it works perfectly for for the mirror here. And just sometimes it loses its suction and poof right into the spot sink. And I don't understand why Gillette obviously won the blade wars when it comes to this stuff, with razors, but they shave really good, these gems. And in their literature, they said if you have a hard time going, I've got a Gem Junior, new in the box, never been used. Talks about that. I also think where a lot of people go wrong with these is they go right to the Micromatic. And if you don't follow technique with that razor, yeah, it's not very forgiving. Yeah, I lifted up a little bit there. You felt a little bit of extra aggression. All right. Put some more water to this. I might have to hit the puck again. Yeah. And do one more pass. Oh yeah, I haven't been head shaving as well. That not the Mach 3, but that two-bladed thing. Oh, I had some ingrown hairs on the dome. I think you could see a couple of them here and there. So no, other than that, I'll check out the antique shops again this weekend. I'm hoping he wasn't open last weekend. Said, oh, he's gonna look if because his mother used to sell Avon, one of my local shops, and if he had any leather, and he wasn't open. I went by Sunday. I guess they had a parade in there in Granville. I think that's about good enough. Oh yeah, that's nice. Just a little bit right there, but I'm not going to risk irritation. It's like a 9.8 out of 10. I'm BBS. Yeah, heck with it. Why not? Alright, that's good enough. I'm going to get irritation. So now the cup soap's good. Just be careful if you do try getting it off of eBay or somewhere. I mean, eBay with it, it's ridiculous. You find it in an antique shop, just look it over real good and ask if you could take it out of the box and look and all that stuff. I'd hate for you to get a moldy puck or something. It's all how this stuff's stored. Alright, Dickinson's Witch Hazel. I've got 9 bottles of the Lucky stuff. My sister and my nieces, they use Witch Hazel. So I'm going to give that to them. I just use this stuff because, one, made in the U.S. It's simple ingredients. Distill witch hazel with grain alcohol. That's it. It doesn't have any preservatives or None of that. Now this, this on the other hand, don't the ingredient list on it's got all them dyes, blue 2, and yeah, I mean it's simple. Glycerin, it's SD alcohol, 40-B. I don't know that. Water, glycerin, fragrance, menthol, Besferophone 1, EXT Violet 2, Blue 1. I don't know, but it smells good with this. Remember, big restrictor. I've got a big glass Avon decanter that's I normally use with this. I just brought it out for the bottle to show the new people. And it is strong. It's got menthol on it. Or no, does it have menthol? Yeah, it does. It's got menthol. I just said that. Nice shave. I'm not seeing any cuts. Damn near close to BBS. And yeah, so... now taking care of this, I show it every time. Take it out. You can see there's gunk on the blade. You take it, just rinse it off. Don't wipe it. If you're using a carbon steel blade, you're gonna want to wipe it. Like you take, with a carbon steel, you take the washcloth carefully and wipe it. Some people do. I do with carbon steel. With these, you don't, because they got a coating on them, and you don't want to lose that coating. Let that dry, and then carefully put it back in the wrapper. And I've got one with over 30 shaves on it. As for the razors, you look on eBay, look on Etsy. The antique shops normally have these things for cheap because they're not a Gillette and every. Antique shops haven't caught up, at least to my area, to what vintage Gillette goes for big money, but these. To me, I get a better shave, I'd say, out of these Treet, the gem razors than I do some of my Gillettes. So no cuts, awesome shave. I'll have a Christmas shave up next week. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Comments and questions down below. Do appreciate you. Take care out there, and happy shaves.